Yo, salutation greetings to the people. More or less, y'all already know it's the real right. Your boy Lucky Lou, Justice Rebel TV, JusticeRevolution.org. Back at y'all with another video, man. Y'all know the vibe, y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what we on over on Justice Rebel TV, man. Building, learning, teaching, man. Building, learning, teaching, each one teach one, man. Y'all already know, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate the subscribers, the new subscribers, the old subscribers. Everybody been rocking me from the beginning as we grow the channel slowly but surely. You heard, we giving up that good brain food, good information, things that you should know, you probably don't know, shit you should be paying attention to, that you probably not paying attention to. But I got you. You heard, we heavy on the laws over here. Heavy on the laws. Keep y'all on point with the new laws that be coming out. The bills that we got to fight against to make sure that those bills don't become law. Some of these bills we got to fight for and advocate and lobby for and make sure some bills do become law. It's a real tricky situation, man. You got to know what's going on. That's what I'm here for. Tap it with me over on Justice Rebel TV. I got you. I'm going to keep you on point. Not going to live a whole little spill, my whole little intro I normally do. I want to get right to it. I want to talk about this K-Flock situation. Yeah, I normally try to stay away from the hip-hop and all that stuff, but when there's some injustice going on, I got to speak on it because that's one of the main things we build on over on Justice Rebel TV. We definitely got to build about the motherfucking injustices going on and try to bring the people the good information, the good brain food, know what I mean? Enlighten the people what's going on, keep them cognizant. So I want to talk about this K-Flock stuff. Now, you see, 6 months ago when K-Flock first got locked up, whenever that was, when he first got locked up, see, I made a video. So the stuff that I'm about to talk about, I already spoke on when he first got booked. I've been said this stuff. Now I'm just going to reiterate it and say it because his lawyer came out yesterday and did an interview. This is why I'm even speaking on the situation. His lawyer came out yesterday, did an interview with some female, right? And in the interview, he was speaking about self-defense. And he released some new information. Some new evidence, some stuff that I didn't know about. It's new to me. Might not be new to y'all. It's new to me, though. I mean, and what he said was that the victim, the young brother, rest in peace to him, who lost his life, he was found with a firearm in his pocket. He had the hammer in his pocket. For my white people who don't know, the hammer is the gun. You know what I'm saying? He had the gun in his pocket. They said that when they found him, they found the body, they said that he had a gun in his pocket and his hand was in his pocket on the gun. That changes shit, people, man. That changes shit, man. If y'all don't know, that changes shit, man. So now, main reason I want to speak on is because as I watched the video of his lawyer, what his lawyer was saying, I seen a lot of comments under there. And a lot of people, I see people saying, oh, ain't no self-defense laws in New York. Ain't no self-defense in New York. He can't get no self-defense. Ain't no self-defense in New York. So now I got to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? And then the brother Hassan Campbell made a video and he said the same thing. That is no self-defense laws in New York. Which technically is true. There are no self-defense laws in New York. But this is the kicker. There are laws that are equal to self-defense. See, just word semantics, people. Word semantics. Some stuff is the same thing, but they just worded different or just a different name. Like in Pennsylvania, they don't have self-defense neither, but you get an involuntary manslaughter. The minimum on that is probation, and the max on that is like 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? It's like that. Now in New York, we have Article 35. We have a whole bunch of different charges, the whole different laws that fall under Article 35. That situation with K-Flock was in will fall under Article 3515. That's just justification. Article 35 is justification. Now you got different kinds of justification. You know what I'm saying? Which will lead to a justifiable homicide, where he could just get in trouble just for having a gun. And a homicide could be justifiable. That's under Article 3515. Look it up. And I'm not just saying this from Google and all this stuff. And you could Google this stuff and find all that. But I know this from Google, from the law library, and from experience. Because I've been through this myself at the same case more than once. More than once. You will look it up. My name is all attached to my page, all that. You look on my Instagram, you look on my social media, you'll see my real name on there, and you will look. You see I've been through this stuff already. I'm saying I lived that life. I really lived that life. I really used to live that life. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm talking about. Shit really does happen. Yes, it's hard, but it's very, very much not impossible to get off, especially with the right lawyer. And now that they found the victim with the firearm, like in my last case that I had, my victim got found. My victim had a chopper. They found the chopper right next to him. Where they found it, where he was at, the chopper was right there. I did time for the gun. I did time for the gun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get time for the gun. I ain't do no time for the body. I had other charges too. Aside from that, I had a whole bunch of stuff. I had all kinds of stuff. But that one situation right there, I didn't get no time for the body. I did the time for the gun. You understand what I'm saying? And that can happen. Same thing happened with my son Zip with the drip. Both of them, big Zip and little Zip. They was codees on that. You know what I'm saying? They did time for the gun. They didn't do no time for the body. You understand what I'm saying? Shit happens, man. And it happens more times than people think. A lot of times, and like Hassan Campbell was right, where he said, like, you go to court, you go to court, you be in the bullpen, you see dudes be telling you the story, they go, yo, you know what I'm saying? Be in the bullpen, going through the bullpen therapy, niggas be like, yo, oh yeah, damn, they trying to do this to me, they doing this happened, that happened. Even though you're not supposed to talk about your case in a courtroom and in the bullpen, but people do it. You know what I mean? They be like, oh, this going on, they trying to give me this, they trying to do this, they trying to, boom, they doing this bullshit. Niggas be vain talking about the bullshit they doing, stuff, the unjust stuff they be going on and stuff like that. But a lot of times, people don't tell the whole story. That's number one. Number two, sometimes a lot of times these dudes be fighting these bodies with legal aids, man. You can't fight no homie with no legal aids, man. Your lawyer makes a difference. Let me give a quick jewel to the young fellas, man, to the young homies and homettes and all that, right? You can't fight no homie with no legal aid, man. Your lawyer is like a gun. When you go to court, your lawyer is your gun. I don't care what kind of case you're fighting. Your lawyer is your gun. So if you go in court with a motherfucking legal aid, especially for a homie, that's like you pull up on your ops with a bottle in your pocket. That's like you pull up to the op projects. That's like you pull up on the turf with a motherfucking bottle in your pocket, talking about you ready to go to war. You not ready to go to war. When you go in them courtrooms, it's war. These people ain't playing. It's already not fair. You already know. But your lawyer holds weight. So you're going with a legal aid, that's like going there with no gun. That's like going there with bringing a fucking bottle to a gunfight. Fucking knife. That's like bringing a bottle to a gunfight. Know what I mean? If you got a little corny lawyer, like a little $2,500, $3,500 lawyer, yeah, that's like you have like a little knife, a little deuce. Your lawyer is your gun. You got lawyers, word to my mother, dead ass. You got lawyers, when they walk in the courtroom, everything changes. Like, they see you got him, word to my mother, the DA, the judge, everybody like, oh my God, they already know they about to take a loss if they don't come with the ill deal. They already know. You got some lawyers like a cannon. Like, you walking in with him, it's like you walking in with a nuclear bomb. That's a fact. With the right lawyer, he could get this off. And I don't mean get it off like get away with a crime. I'm talking justice could be served, because rest in peace to the young fella, but the young fella had a firearm, and if he was moving wacky and he was trying to move, and he was moving aggressively, you look on the camera, you see them come out the store, you see them walk, they come out the establishment, they walking, he walking. You understand what I'm saying? It's justifiable. That's like the same situation that happened with me. Know what I mean? The reason why I want to bring this up, like I said, because I've seen so much people, and I hear a lot of people say that, yo, ain't no self-defense. It's all, you're allowed to defend yourself all across the land, all across the country, you're allowed to defend yourself. They just word it different and name it different in other places. Everywhere it's not called self-defense. That don't mean they just want you to just get smoked. Now, don't get it fucked up. It is harder for people like us, like people of color, to fight these cases and justify our shit. It's very hard, but it'd be a variety of reasons for that. First of all, complexion of our skin. We don't got the complexion for connection to be just be getting off and just saying, yo, I think he was gonna bust a move. We don't got the complexion for connection for that. You know what I'm saying? But like homeboy getting found with the gun and all that, hand on the gun and all that, that's different. That's different, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave some comments, man. But that's different, man. Damn. Know what I mean? That's different. So free K Flock, man. Do not count the young boy out. Don't count the young boy out. At worst, like Hassan said, he might get a manslaughter. They're going to come in with the man. They coming with the deal. You know how it is. They're going to let him sit for a minute. He going to get some time in. They're going to come at him with a deal. They're going to be like, yo, take this manslaughter, take this 5 years, take this. I'm saying, he going to have the time in. He going to have like 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. You know, he sit 2, 3 years fighting them bodies. You know how that go. Hassan, you know how that go. You sat for 3 years, you said, so you know how it go. He going to sit 2, 3 years fighting that shit. Then they going to come at him with an ill deal. They're going to play around. They're going to, you know how they going to come with this first and this first. But like, he got the right lawyer. I'm not too privy to who his lawyer is, or I'm like if son get busy or not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure I would figure son get busy. Like, you know what I'm saying? The right lawyer will stomp all over that case, man. The victim got caught with a firearm. Only thing that they may have against boy is those lives. That's why I tell the young homies, man, watch what you say and do on this fucking social media, man. That shit could come back and bite you in your ass, man. Especially if you really outside, outside. If you know, man. Cut that shit out, man. Why you think I don't want to get into all that. Listen, man, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. You gotta cool out. Unless you don't give a fuck, but you should give a fuck. Shit ain't no game. They trying to lock you little motherfuckers up and throw away the key. So you got to be on point. You got to know these laws. You got to know what's going on. And that's just the way of the world. That's just what it is. But it's definitely a chance son could beat that. Like I said, his victim got caught with the firearm. Sometimes these dudes have cases. Sometimes these dudes have cases where it really do be a self-defense. But the victim, they didn't find a gun at the scene. I got a homie, word of my mother, dead ass, word to my dad. I got a homie, pardon my language. I got a homie who a dude had a gun to his face, and he shot the dude. He shot the dude through his pocket. He had the gun in his hand. He had the gun in his pocket, and while the homeboy had the gun to his face, he hit him through the pocket. Boom! But homeboy who got killed, when he falls, his homie, little dirty nigga, picks up the gun, takes the gun. Cause you know that's how it happens in the hood sometimes. Sometimes when somebody gets shot, people feel like, oh, free gun, because some people don't got no way from gonna say, look, oh shit, free gun. Know what I mean? So they looking at him like, he don't need no more. Know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him. So they take the gun. Homeboy took the gun. Like I always tell y'all, we don't have the privilege when something happened. Even if we have clear act of self-defense, we don't have that privilege of standing there and explaining that. We'll still go to jail. It always goes left for us. 99.999% of the time, we have to go to jail. We're going to be guilty to proving innocent. So a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, dudes bust a move even if they wasn't right, and they go doing, they dip. Or you had an illegal gun, so you don't want to go to jail even for the illegal gun. So you dip, try to figure it out, get a lawyer or however it go, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with the homie, you know what I'm saying? So when the homie got booked, like I said, when they found his victim, the gun's not there because the victim's homie took the gun. You know what's so crazy? Homie took the gun with the main witness. How ironic is that? But, like I said, that's how it could be sometimes. So it'd be different circumstances that makes it where dudes still get found guilty or get fucked over when they have a case like this. One, like I said, they go in there with that legal aid. Number two, the victim ain't get caught with no weapon. The victim ain't get found with no weapon. It'd be a person just claiming this, but it's hard to prove. But it's definitely not impossible. Especially, like I said, especially if a homeboy got the firearm right there. That's it. That's kind of like, you know what I mean? Official lawyer, stomp all over that, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and free K Flock, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, you can look it up. Article 35, New York State Penal Code. Article 35. Article 3515 will pertain to K Flock situation. You can use deadly force if you believe that your life or somebody that's with your life is in imminent danger. If you feel like somebody's going to use deadly force against you, homie had a gun. You could use deadly force. Yes. Article 3515, New York State Penal Code. Check it out. Know what I mean? So I just want to let that be known because I seen it was like mad comments. There ain't no self-defense, ain't no self-defense. And then Hassan said what he said, but he did clear it up. He let it be known that, you know what I mean, you can still, there's other ways you could get it. Like I'm saying, like he didn't break it all down to the Article 35, the justification and all that. But what he said was like, it's impossible. And that's why I had to clear up because it's definitely not impossible. Like I said, it happened to me. It happened to me more than once. I had two situations where, I mean, I got in trouble for firearms, but what I did in protecting myself was deemed justifiable. Well, one, I got a manslaughter. I ain't no time. I got a manslaughter, and they ran that concurrent with my other shit, and I got the main time for the gun, and the other time was the time for the gun. My shit was justifiable. You know what I'm saying? And that's happened to my son, Zip with the Drip. Zip with the Drip. Him and his brother, they was cold D's on that. Big Zip and Little Zip. Those my bros. Happened to them too. They did time for the gun. They ain't get no time for the body. Shout out Zip with the Drip. Putting his business out there. Pawn self strap. Nah, I mean, I'm gonna call you, let you know. I should have called you first, but hey, You already know. Niggas already did time for this. We went, got adjudicated, all this is all done stuff. It's all done. My shit is done. Y'all shit is done. So that's in the past. But I'm just letting you know that that shit happened. It can happen. That's all in the same borough. So it happens more times than people know. But like I said, you gotta have the right circumstances. You gotta have the right lawyer. And right now, it look like he got the right circumstances and the right lawyer. I think K-Flock will be all right. Free K-Flock. Like I said, man, ain't no self-defense in New York, but there are laws that are equal to self-defense. It's going to bring you the same outcome. It's going to be a different name with a different charge. Like I said before, in Pennsylvania, they call it involuntary manslaughter. Same shit. You know what I mean? They definitely going to come to shorty with like a manslaughter. They going to come with the manslaughter. He don't even got to take the manslaughter. He could beat the manslaughter and get the justifiable. You know what I'm saying? Because homeboy had the gun. The manslaughter is going to be the deal. They come at him with the manslaughter. They might offer him like 5 for the manslaughter. 5 for. And they going to wait for him to get some time in. And he'll be ready to take it. He'll have like 3 and he young too. He'll eat that 5. Come home with some growth and maturity. Come home with his head on straight and hopefully come home and do the right thing, man. Know what I mean? Like I said, man, the manslaughter I think is probably going to be his worst case scenario. Manslaughter, and I didn't even know 15 years. Like he not even taking it. He not gonna go to trial and blow to no gun or blow to that. They coming with a deal, especially if his lawyer the truth. They know his lawyer will stomp on that. His lawyer will stomp on it. If they know his lawyer the truth, they don't want to play with that. The victim got a loaded firearm in his pocket. Like I said, the only little thing that could try to make him look bad is those lives, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. Yo, watch what you see on this social media and watch what you do, man. Know what I mean? With that being said, I want to move on. I want to move on to something else. We ain't talk about these guns. I want to talk about these gun laws. Now, y'all know New York, Supreme Court struck down the hard, strict gun laws in New York, where they said you have the proper court standard and all that stuff. So now, that's Supreme Court. That's the law of the land. So they laid that down. So now you got all these different cities and states, like I told you on the other video, panicking, trying to get it right and come out with laws to combat the new implemented law saying that people in New York and other places should be able to get their CCW, carry concealed weapons permit, right? So now New York come out with all this shit. This is what I'm saying, laws you got to pay attention to. Check this out. Let me tell y'all the new shit. And I told y'all when they first proposed this, I put y'all on. I told y'all about the proposal. I told y'all to call up, email. Enough people didn't get on deck. This shit already passed. I told y'all when this proposal. I told y'all when it at this bill stage. They zoomed that shit through the legislature. They zoomed it through. That shit already passed. And most of this shit's going to be in effect, takes effect September 1st, people. That's a fact. Now, let me tell you what the new shit is. First of all, right, they make vests illegal now in New York State. Prior to this, a vest was not illegal unless you got caught with the vest and the gun together. If you got caught with a vest and the gun together, then they consider that possession of instruments of crime because they looking for you got a vest and a gun. Like what you up to? You about to put off some terrorist shit. What you about to do some shit. That's how you look at it. You got a vest and a gun. But you just caught with just a vest by itself, they just confiscated. They used to just confiscate it. Now they're saying that that's against the law. They say it's illegal to buy, sell, manufacture a motherfucking vest anywhere in New York unless you motherfucking military or police, law enforcement. That's the shit they on, right? Then they made bullets. You gotta do a background check to get bullets. A background check for bullets. And they want the police, they want the people in the store to put it in a database, every person who buys ammunition in the state of New York. This the new shit they on. Oh, I'm nowhere near finished. So now, like I said, pay attention, people. You want around with a vest, it used to not be against the law. It's against the law now, starting September 1st. You go buy some bullets, they want to put your name all in the system just for you buying some bullets. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. That's not even it. That's nowhere near it. Also, look at all the stuff, all these roadblocks they throwing. They want you to take a 16-hour course, a 16-hour indoor course, learning about guns and gun safety. Then you got to take a 2-hour shooting range course, right? Now, check this out. This is how you see this is the oppression of the people of color and poor people and everything, right? Because first of all, you know how much a 16-hour course costs? Do you know the price of a 16-hour course? How about the poor people or the middle class people who got 4 or 5 kids and they can't be paying all that? 16-hour course, that shit costs bread. That shit pay by the hour. That shit costs by the hour. Then you got the 2-hour course. But check this about the 2-hour course. They say you gotta take a 2-hour shooting range course. Shooting 2 hours at the shooting range. But guess what? In New York State, you can only shoot at a shooting range if you got the permit. Yeah, I said that right. You can only legally shoot inside a shooting range in New York if you have a permit. So how could you tell me to take 2 hours of shooting range class when I can't even, when I'm trying to get the license to even go to I can't get the license. I'm trying to get the license. It's like telling somebody to go and fuck to become a virgin. I ain't gonna front. I jacked that for somebody. I see somebody say that earlier when we talk about this on social media. Somebody said that it's like telling somebody that to go fuck to become a virgin. I had to jack that. But that's like telling somebody to go fuck to become a virgin. You said to go to the shooting range and get 2 hours of shooting range training, but you gotta have a license to even get into the shooting range and do the training in New York State legally. So you're basically telling people to go and commit a crime. Y'all telling people to commit a crime to get the license. But y'all really just making it impossible. Y'all making it nearly impossible. Y'all said, fuck the Supreme Court. We're going to make this shit super arduous so that person can't even fucking do this shit. And I'm not even finished. After that, also, you got to motherfucking see a licensed operator instructor. And you have to, you do an interview with him. In the interview, you got to tell him everybody who lives inside your house, the names, ages, everybody who lives in your house, their contacts. They got to look at your 3 years back of all your social media and everybody who lives in your house. So they want you to do all that. Tell them everybody who lives inside your house, all your social media, all their social media. And you got to get 4 references from 4 reputable people to say that you're a person of good moral character. You got to do the 16-hour course, the 2-hour course, and you got to take a written test, and you got to pass it by 80%. This is all the stuff they're telling you to do just to even get the permit. Now, once you get the permit, they're telling you that you can't even bring the gun here, there, and everywhere. So it's crazy, man. For people, listen, pay attention, man. They got the motherfucking vest. Starts September 1st. You're going to get locked up for having a vest. Before, everybody thought you could get locked up for a vest, but they really wasn't locking you up for a vest. I don't know nowhere where they locking niggas up for vests. And I got caught vests in New York. I got caught vests in PA. I got caught vests 3 times. Once in New York, once in Delaware, once in PA. I ain't going front. Back when I was living my life, I definitely got caught 3. And each time they took it. And each time they try to act like they doing me a favor by not locking me up. They be like, oh, I could lock you up for this, but I'm just going to confiscate it. This on the third. You bring me a receipt and tell me where you got it from. They told me I got to prove where I got it from. I mean, shit like that. But now you're going to jail. You quit the vest, starts September 1st, your ass going to jail. Facts though. Know what I mean? So pay attention. Like I said, the bullets, they're gonna run that shit through the whole system. You buy the bullets, they want to run your name through the system. They're gonna let the whole database know, the gun database know that you bought bullets. They want your name and all that just to buy bullets. That's crazy. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. Let me see what else I wanted to talk about. In regarding this, Pennsylvania, because I seen on Facebook and a couple people was hitting me up from PA, emailing me, calling me and everything, and like, because they were seeing there's something circulating around on Facebook about some new gun law in Pennsylvania, so I wanted to clear that up. All right, this Supreme Court situation that came out of New York that they handed down that, you know, sets off the law of the land, it really don't apply to Pennsylvania like that right now. It don't directly apply to Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania already allowed people to have concealed carry firearms. All this stuff they do. So what Pennsylvania's worried about is if people would try to do legal challenges about certain things that they already got going on. But Pennsylvania didn't come out with no new law or none of that yet. No. So that's false. Somebody said on Facebook that PA came out with a new law. Only thing PA did, Governor Wolf dubbed, because Pennsylvania, because you know they got their legislation, the Pennsylvania legislative house and all that stuff is majority Republican. So what they did was the PA State House GOP, they blocked the assault weapons ban. Pennsylvania recently tried to put, they tried to put an assault weapons ban on say you come buy the assault weapons till you turn 21. They tried to change it from 18 to 21 to buy the assault weapons. Because, which kind of make a little sense because them young guys be buying these, they get those legal assault rifles and they go shoot up the school, shoot the movie theater and all that. So that's why they trying to do that. But the Pennsylvania GOP blocked it. So they said, nah, y'all ain't banning that. So now in Pennsylvania, you still could buy your gun and your assault rifles at 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? They tried to raise 21. The GOP, Pennsylvania Republicans, blocked it. Boom. That's one thing Pennsylvania did. Another thing, Governor Wolf dubbed the constitutional carry bill. Because Pennsylvania, the Republican Pennsylvania was trying to push for the constitutional carry, which is like Arizona and Texas and some of those places, they got what they call constitutional carry, where you don't even got to have the license. You don't even got to have the license. It's just your constitutional right to carry the firearm. It's other criteria you got to fit and all that stuff. But other than that, it's your constitutional right. And the Republicans of Pennsylvania was pushing for that. And Governor Wolf dubbed that shit. He said, nah, we ain't doing all that. Know what I mean? But as far as the decision that Supreme Court came down with, it don't directly affect Pennsylvania right now. Because Pennsylvania is one of the 43 states that already let people carry concealed firearm permits. You know what I'm saying? But Pennsylvania is worried about lawsuits because a lot of lawsuits going to come in with all the bullshit that they're coming out with to try to combat the new freedom to the Second Amendment that the Supreme Court just landed down. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what it is right there. That's the main thing I want to talk about, man. I've been rocking for 26 minutes. I don't want OD. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. So I want to let y'all know, although there's no self-defense in New York, you can defend yourself. And you can even put somebody all the way down to defend yourself if you feel that your life or somebody that's with you life is in danger. Article 35, look it up. 3515, that's for K Flock. Lawyer better get on the job. Free K Flock. Salutations.